Hi guys. Welcome to Friday Night Lights Craft. Hopefully everyone's gonna jump in and join us. Hi Carrie. It is way too hot for makeup tonight. Way too hot. I've had to stick the air on because I was starting to feel really sick. I'm just finishing off my little sample of a card because hi Kerry, to show you guys because I've had nothing, but just putting that together. So I hope everyone's had a good week. Hi Beck. We all glad it's Friday? I've had my first week at my new job, which was a little bit exciting. Hi Marie. Hi Glenda. See, it's so hot my glasses are slipping off my face. And we are like 4 days in, what are we? 6 or 7 days into spring and it's heat wave. It is way too hot. No, Kerry, I haven't done the monthly sketches because there's not been a lot of participation, so I was going to give them a miss. But you can still post your creations. Hi Karen. Alright, so I'm just putting together my sample card. And guess what, ladies? I'm a little bit unprepared. The catalogue's gone live. Hi Glenda. So we can show you the inside of the catalogue tonight, which is a little bit exciting because for those of you that haven't seen it, you want to see it. You want to see all of it. And we're going to... Freezing here in Newcastle. Oh my God, Karen, I've got the air conditioning on. I had to work out, because usually my husband's in charge of that, I had to work out how to change it from heating to cooling. I am sweltering. It is really disgusting. So I can't get makeup on because it's just sweating off my face, and even my glasses are slipping off my face. It's disgusting. It is, I had to put my phone on charge, but it was 34 degrees here today. And even just before when I looked, it was still like 29 degrees. It's stinking hot considering the sun's gone down. Yes, so we're going to make a card from the supplies. This card, I don't know that you can see it so well. I seriously was just putting that together while I was talking to you. Let's try and flip it around. But I can't remember who I promised ages ago I was going to use some dazzling diamonds and show them how to use dazzling diamonds. So I've used some dazzling diamonds there, and then I have used some silver heat embossing on watercolor paper, but it's not showing up really shiny, so we'll give it a go anyway, see what happens. Maybe it's because I was just rushing. We're very hot and bushfires here. Yeah, I've got a bushfire down the road, Glenda. It's not nice. I've been on watch all day. There's been pretty smoke. But this morning, did everyone see my pictures this morning? All that fog. I couldn't even see when, like, too far in front of me when I was taking a hunter to daycare. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Oh, thanks, Karen. So we'll try and put that together tonight. But we'll show 24 in Woodridge at the moment. Yeah, it's really hot. So I'll flip you guys around and we'll start looking at the new catalogue, and you can see the mess that I'm in. I feel a little better. I was starting to feel quite sick because I was so hot. And look at the mess that I've made here. So that's what we'll be crafting with a bit later. But now that I've put the air on, I feel a little bit better because I was just way too hot. It's busy, Marie, which is another reason why I've got nothing prepped for tonight, but it's good. I love it. Something very different to what I'm used to. but I still feel good about it and I'm pretty happy. So it's all good. Okay, brand new catalogue. So now we can open the inside because this went live on Thursday. Now I did get contacted by one of my customers that I sent the a catalogue to, and she hadn't received it. Just came home from the school hall. Oh, would have been stinking hot, Carrie. Ugh. She hadn't received the catalogue. So if you haven't received one and were expecting one from me, please let me know, because obviously something's gone a bit skew with a stray post. So I've just popped another one in the post for her today, but if you haven't received yours yet, just let me know. Alright, those ladies coming to the class tomorrow that haven't received theirs, you'll get yours at the class tomorrow. So this is the inside of the catalogue that we can go through. It's set up very similar to the annual catalogue with all the bundles and stuff in the front. And put all the bundles there, and then it's in suites as well. So this is the toil tiding suite. Again, birds, I'm not a fan of this suite, so I haven't bought anything from this suite at all. So we'll skip right along that. The stars, this was my must-have purchase, so we are using some of the stamps in this set, and this is the card that I shared on my Facebook page yesterday, I think, with the mercury acetate. I haven't had a chance to use that yet, but I do want to kind of recreate that card because I love that. And then we're using this suite tonight as well, the punch and the stamp. I don't know whether we'll get time to use the paper or not. There was wrapping paper. Yes, there is wrapping paper. I did gloss over that. So there's DSP, and then there's gift wrap paper, which is usually a little bit thinner. And then the Peaceful Bows. This is very similar to a set we had a couple of years ago, which I did love, and I still have. So I haven't purchased this one yet. And the Itty Bitty Christmas, I have this, and I didn't realise some of the sentiments that I'd used at the craft day a few weeks ago came from this set, so I need to take more notice of that. And then bells, we had some bells last year as well, but there's new bells this year. The snowman, now I haven't got anything from this suite yet because my experience is that snow does not sell very well in Australia, especially for Christmas, because we are sweltering at Christmas time. But these are just so cute that I think I'm going to have to get them. This curvy keepsake box, I'm going to get that. I haven't got that yet. I've borrowed that and cut a few things, and it's a must-have, so I'm going to have to get that. We had this a few years ago, and it's the same die except it's smaller, so you get the box out of a 6x6 piece of paper, and you only have to cut one to create the box. It's fabulous, and they come together really easy. So I'm going to get that as well. These Elfies, they're a bit cute. I haven't got them yet, but super cute. I think they're going to be on my next list. I do like this gingerbread house, but I think that's too much colouring for my liking. The Holly Jolly, I know this is the Night Before Christmas suite with the paper. And Holly Jolly Christmas, this Santa's really cute. And it comes with matching dies, and this ribbon's really pretty. I've got that. And then the moose, I don't have that. Don't have anything on this page, but these dies are pretty cute with the Stitch Brightly dies. The marks that they make on that paper, all the indents, looks really cute on that. And I do love a good candle at Christmas, so this is my favourite. I just love the colours. I think I have everything in this suite. The Brightly Gleaming, so I've used that a little bit already. And then some tags. and some Cup of Christmas. Now this is our first ever reversible stamp, so this is pretty cute. I haven't got this yet, but it can stamp either side, so you can have a mug either way. That's pretty clever. So I'll have to see how that works. And then some kits. So we've got the tag, all-inclusive tags kit, the advent calendar, which will be a good project or a class, and then this Most Wonderful Time product medley. This is very similar to Everything Rosy. So everything comes in this kit, and this is 122. But hi Sue, you get your stamp, your dies, some tinsel, some paper, and lots of other things in there. Gold foil card fronts, sticker sheets, adhesive back faceted stars. Everything comes in there, like the Everything is Rosy kit. So that's the Christmas version of that. This is stunning, and I haven't got this yet, so this is kind of what I'm trying to recreate in my card tonight, because it hasn't arrived. And the snow globes. Oh, these are like our treat cups that we used to have a few years ago, but they're thinner, which is good. So they'll be fun project as well, I think. Oh, and then a skate. Again, that doesn't... I have that. Yes, you're lucky, Mum. I haven't got that yet. And then the rest is Thanksgiving and Halloween, which we don't really celebrate too much in Australia. But the other thing I did want to show, towards the end of the book, there's these tags, which is the Halloween ones, but you've got Halloween, Valentine's Day, and Christmas. And these are pretty cool because you stamp all three and you cut out all three at once, and then you get 3 separate tags. So that makes it super quick and easy. So I've used the Halloween ones for those, for something that I'm getting ready for Hunter's daycare. And this Sip Hooray, I really like that, so I think I'm going to have to get that. That'll be good for New Year's cards or birthday cards. And then this is a host set, so I haven't had a chance to get this yet because we, even as demos, can't pre-order this. So in order to get this, you have to spend $250 or have a party with a number of people to get $250 in orders, and then you can order that. And it's at a reduced price of $23, so I'm going to get that because that'll be good to put on the insides of your cards, which would be good. But what I did want to focus on is this stamp set in the back. Now I haven't got it yet, it's still coming in the mail. I thought my order would be here. My blades arrived today, for those of you that ordered blades from me, but my other parcel did not, which is a bit annoying. So this is a Be a Difference Maker stamp set. So this is Nature's Beauty, and it does actually coordinate with the Toil Tidings DSP, if you're interested in that. But $4.25 from each stamp set sold here is going towards mental health organisations. So there's a big correlation between paper crafting or creativity and how it releases endorphins and helps with mental health. And so Stampin' Up's donating this $4.25 from each of the stamp sets, which is $37, to mental health organisations. Queensland Mental Health Week is the first week in October, so it's the 5th to the 13th of October. And I'm teaming up with my workplace to run a couple of card classes during lunch hours for the week, that week. That Monday of that week is a public holiday, so it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, and if we get enough interest, then I'll do Thursday, Friday as well. And all the proceeds for my cards that we're making are going to go to Livin, which is a mental health organisation that was started up here on the Gold Coast. So we're going to donate the proceeds to that, and each person comes in, they're going to make 4 cards, and so 2 each of 2 designs, and 2 cards they'll get to keep and 2 cards they donate, and they'll donate to Livin, and they can do with what they want, whether they on-sell them or whether they give them to clients of theirs. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope I get a good turnout for that. So I'll keep you guys posted with that and how it goes, but I'm a little bit excited. because mental health's a big thing and we all need to talk about it, because then the stigma wouldn't be as bad attached to it. So, now we're going to get into crafting. Now, I have tried to do some sponging, and you could see my fingerprints everywhere. So, sponging wasn't working for me, and I didn't get the effect that I wanted. And so I wasn't using glycerin. I was trying to actually use those $2 makeup brushes from Kmart. And it does sponge nicer than the Daubers, but these are my oily fingerprints. And because it's so goddamn hot here, there wasn't much I could do about it. So I gave up for sponging, and we're going with watercolouring because it's a little bit more forgiving. So this is the card that I've ended up with, and we'll try and recreate that somewhat. So we've used a few sets. We've used the Perfectly Plaid to get the trees and the sentiment. We've used So Many Stars to get the little stars. And that's it. And then just watercolour. So I don't know what's going on though, because I've heat embossed that because my Delicata inks haven't arrived. They're obviously in this order as well. So I had to improvise. But for some reason on watercolour paper, I'm not getting a shiny heat embossing effect. Because that's heat embossed as well. I don't know. But we'll see. See how it goes when we recreate it. Now, this I did use, so I've decanted my Dazzling Diamonds, which is really thin glitter that Stampin' Up have, because my ice glitter is in the order that hasn't arrived yet. So I've cut out a plain Christmas tree and used my fine tip glue and just put like little ribbons. It did get a bit messy, it ran a bit. Of glue, and then dipped it in glitter to get a bit of glitter. Because do you think I can find glimmer paper in my stash? I only have gold glimmer paper, and I didn't want gold, I wanted silver. I don't have the white glimmer paper, I don't have silver glimmer paper, I only have gold. So I'm going to have to put another order in. And I don't have any silver foil paper either, which is why I heat embossed this in silver. So you make do with what you've got. So I'll show you what I've done. And then this one, it's a white Christmas tree. Yeah, that's a bit dry now. And I've just covered the whole lot in the fine tip glue and then dipped it in the glitter. So to try and make that look a bit like the glimmer paper. And it does a pretty good job. So I have made do with what we've got. So let's get to the background first, because that will need some time to dry. So I've got some ink on my block here. I haven't bothered cleaning it because I knew I was going to dirty it all again. I find it easier to work from the block. I'm just going to add some more ink to it. So you just stamp your ink pad straight to your clear block. The bigger the block, the better, or you need a separate block for every colour. So I'm using Balmy Blue, Pacific Point, and Night of Navy. So we'll just put all them up. I did have Seaside Spray, but it doesn't work with these colours, so I put that back away. And then you need an aqua painter. And I've got the Fluid 100 watercolour paper. And you just get add some water to the colours and start Just mixing it around. Okay, the more water you add, the lighter the colour will be. Seaside Spray has grey yeah. It just wasn't working very well with this colour palette. Because I thought the Pacific Point might be a bit too bright, but it worked, it blended a bit better than the Seaside Spray. Alright, and then Pacific Point. So it looks really bright, but if you add more water, you can lighten it up, and then when you blend, it kind of tones it down a bit too. Right, and then the Balmy Blue. So we all had a good week. Can't believe it's freezing in Newcastle and it's sweltering here. God. It's supposed to get a little bit cooler next week again, which will be good because this has been an awful shock to the system after August. Just blend that a bit. Crazy busy. Yes. I can't believe somebody was putting up like it's 130 days to Christmas or something, and I'm just like, oh my God. Share. Oh, thanks for sharing, Sue. Oh, so the winner of the little gift, I think it will be a hot. Yes, it will, Marie. I think so. Is metal rimmed pearls, and the winner is Deb McLean. So, Deb, when I see you next, I'll give you the pearls. But if you want to comment and share, that'll go into the draw for next week. And I have been uploading them to YouTube, so if you miss them, you can see them on YouTube as well, or if you want to go over on YouTube and have a look. And not sure if you ladies all saw, but I released my first online class. So I talked about it last week, but it did get released. So that is using, while I'm waiting for this to dry, the Bloom and Grow stamp set. So that'll be available until the 15th. I'm just going to clean this block so we don't get ink anywhere else. So the online class will be available until the 15th of September. If you're interested in that. And for those of you that are demos, there's a video only option as well, so that you don't have to, if you've already got the stamp set, you can just have the video only option. So I'm just going to use my heat gun just to make sure that this is super dry before, because we're going to start heat embossing, so I don't want to have the heat embossing stuck everywhere. So that's dry. Get rid of this paper towel. I do need to get a piece of paper. All right. Get some paper. So for heat embossing, now I've got double stamped ink pads everywhere. Let's get rid of that. I'll stamp the sentiment first, actually. Hi, Deb. You are coming in late. You just missed that you won the lucky draw for last week. So I'll send, when next time I see you, I'll give you your prize of metal rimmed pearls. So you want a pack of them? Very exciting. So I'm just going to do the sentiment first this time. Where's my verse marker? That's alright, Deb. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that there, and then we'll take that off the block. And stamp the stars. Now with Versamark, it's very sticky ink, so you do have quite a bit of time to like stamp quite a few images and then come back and ink it up. So don't fret too much. You wouldn't want to leave it for days, but you can leave it a few minutes. And this one doesn't really matter if you're stamping over too much because they're only really tiny images. So I'm just stamping the background, and this little stars thing has come from the So Many Stars stamp set. Now get our silver. Now if you have bought the Delicata inks, you'd be able to use those and you wouldn't have to heat emboss, but my inks haven't arrived. So I'm improvising. I was hoping they would come today because I got a message that my order would be posted today. Our order would arrive today. But one order did, not the other one. Okay, so then I'm just going to get the heat tool again and heat that up. Okay. There must be something about heat embossing on watercolour paper. You don't get the shimmer that you normally get. That's alright. So we'll put that away. Now I have changed the colours of the background a little bit for this one. I've got Night of Navy background. Ah, thanks, Deb. And I did add, I think this is Seaside Spray, and that works well on there, just not with the inks so much. Let's turn around that way. There we go. So we'll tie a ribbon, tie a bow. Hopefully there's enough left, yes. Get some tape. I just need to put this stamp away, otherwise I'm going to lose it. Get some tape. Because I've done the watercolour on the background, I will tape down all 4 sides and work out where the bottom is to get some extra tape there. Oh, let's put the lid on that embossing powder before I spill that. So just put some tape on, some ribbon on before we tape it down. And then we've got this one. That down. Put the bow on. And then we've just got to get our trees, which I have already stamped the majority of them, so that we didn't have to watch me do that. Okay, so I've got... Oh, I must have stuck that one on the other card. Oh, stick that one in the back, up the top there. Oh, look at that. Okay. So this one's obviously going to need a few glue dots because the, so this is the one where I've stamped out in just Whisper White cardstock, and then I've covered it with the fine tip glue and then dipped it in Dazzling Diamonds, which is our fine, really fine glitter. So this looks like our glimmer paper because I only had gold glimmer paper in my stash, so I had to kind of create some gold glimmer paper. So we just layer these in there. Wherever it kind of fits. You don't want it sitting off the card though. And then this one's probably going to need 2 or 3. Two should hold that. might just move that over just a tad. Come on. Oh, look at that. That's a bit cute, isn't it? So this one's on Balmy Blue with Night of Navy on the watercolour. And then this is on Night of Navy with Seaside Spray. Oh, I like it. So I'm pretty impressed considering I had nothing really planned and this came together in 10 minutes whilst I was waiting for the video. This was my attempt at sponging with those $2 Kmart sponges, Deb. I've got really oily fingerprints because it's so goddamn hot today that I couldn't get rid of them. So I ditched that and went for watercolouring instead. So that was what I had planned. I know. I am trying to get better, but I just, seem to have issues. But that's alright. But that's what I had planned today, ladies. So thank you for joining me on this Friday night. And for those that are coming to my card class tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. And if you haven't got a catalogue, let me know and I can pop one in the post, or if it hasn't arrived yet, let me know because I've had some issues with Australia Post. Because it's live, we can order whatever we want out of the catalogue now, and it goes right through until 2nd of January. So you have like 12 weeks to look at it. But thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next week. Bye!